Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WonderKidWonders episode 6. I hope I said that right, WonderKidWonders. But anyway, it is a Saturday. It is currently Saturday the 20th of November. The time is, I'm recording this at around 1:15 p.m. in the afternoon. And yeah, it's been a bit of a quiet one. And I think in this episode, I'll talk about a couple of things. Number one, I'm going to talk a bit about something very, very important that's come up with me in terms of my trading. So I've been handling quite a few losses this week, and I am in a bit of drawdown. So I'll be talking to you a bit about that and what I'm going to do with it as a reaction to my ASR. But also, I'm also going to talk a little bit about my community's Christmas party, which is tonight. So very, very excited. I know it's like another month and a bit till Christmas, but they've decided to have it a lot earlier because the venue is really nice. But anyway, I'll start chatting to you about that in this video. But anyway, guys, I hope your trading week is all going well. Thank you to everyone that subscribed to me so far. I'm glad you guys are also enjoying my live trade videos, so I will be doing a lot more of them. And just a quick note on the day in the life. Yes, I will be doing a day in the life very, very soon. I have told you guys that because I hit 1K, I said I will do it. Just for now, I've just been really focused in my trading and figuring things out. So of course, I still will be planning and doing the day in the life video. So you guys just check that out. And yeah, it will be out soon. I promise you guys, okay? So anyway, guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about my trading this week. So this week has been, I guess it's been a difficult week as well because I have taken quite a few losses. One of the things I noticed is that I've probably taken more trades this week than any other week since I've traded live. And to me, that's not a really, the problem is that a lot of them were valid trades, not high probability ones. So, and one of the things is that we all know, even in our community and the way we trade our strategy, is that November is a difficult month. But for me, I don't use that as an excuse. Of course, when there's high probability setups, you always have to execute because again, the plan is that I've back tested like year in, year out, so I have to keep playing even if it's November, and we know that November is a bit like more difficult in terms of gaining percentage. It doesn't matter, I still have to experience it and this and that. And like I say before, like even to anyone in my community watching this, like, and if you guys are in drawdown and you are finding it a bit difficult, you're not alone. But also know that when you go through this period, like you guys, my subscribers have seen me before, like I've done the Ep.7 challenge and been through these kind of drawdowns and stuff, like you do start to learn to become a lot more neutral. So for me, like, even though I'm in drawdown, I'm thinking, I have thought, this is terrible. Like, I hate this. What can I do? And there's nothing you can do. The only thing you can do is look at your ASR, look at the trades and see how you can be better for the next week. And that's all you really can do. You can't let emotions get in the way. You can't start taking more and more trades that are more valid and things like this. Like, you really have to just, again, stay patient. Patience produces percentages, and of course, continue on. Yes, you will be feeling emotional, but of course, sleep it off or just do some exercise, and eventually, you will be able to come back to neutral. But one of the things I've definitely learned is since I've trading live and been handling losses is that I've been getting a lot better when it comes to these losses. So when it comes to these losses, like I said, I'm in drawdown. Normally I have used to feel it a lot. Like I used to be like, screw this, like I'm just gonna go and exercise a lot. But for now, I'm just like, hey, you know what? Again, I'm a better trader day by day. Maybe I have not been performing as best as I could, but of course, what else can you do? You're not going to be quitting as a trader. You're not going to be like, oh, I just end the game because I'm down or this and that. No, the only thing you can do is, of course, buck up. Look at why you're not performing as well as you can, even if the month is difficult, and still continue on. That's it. This is the game of trading, and of course, the more I handle this, and the more times I'm in this situation, of course, the better I get. But of course, I don't want to be in this situation. I want to be, like I said, this week I've taken a lot more valid trades. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how I'm going to mitigate me taking the valid trades and be focusing on the high probability ones. So guys, this is the way I currently trade live. So I'm sure you guys know that, yes, my price action reading is very good. I do know that. And of course, I'm always improving that daily through backtesting and naked charting and all these other things, right? Now, one of the things I do want to mention is that the way I execute a trade is that, well, those of you that don't know, I check the trade at the top of every hour. So 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And I check it 3 minutes before the hour, okay? So for me, I'm trading 5 pairs. So one of the things I found is, and this is what I mentioned in one of my videos, is that when you start to see a habit and it starts to go offline, it starts to like show up in your results. So you have to be able to, again, do your ASR, your feedback mechanism, and see what you can do to mitigate it. So for me, my problem is that I've realized that when it becomes 3 minutes to the hour, I look at the charts and when I see something forming, right, then of course I need to judge if it's high probability and valid. And for me, the way I've gone through my checklist, which is of course in my mind, I know it, is that I've been entering more valid trades through this process. Like it's been as simple as, okay, 3 minutes to the hour. Okay, quick, let's go check through the charts. Euro dollar, okay, is there a trade? No. Aussie dollar looks, okay, there could be a setup. But then again, because I've been time pressured into that because I've done it 3 minutes to the hour and my checklist is in my head. Again, remember, when it's 3 minutes to the hour, I basically have to, in my mind, say, okay, I'm going through the checklist. Does it hit this? Does it hit this? But then again, it's kind of like fighting your subconscious to come out of it. So in the end, you make decisions where you enter valid trades. Well, that's for me personally. I've entered a bit more valid trades than really high probability ones. And it's been a bit sad because even the high probability ones I've entered, they've not played out. Like, I don't think there's probably only one of them that has played out, but that's about it. So, you know, it has been that kind of month. But essentially, I've kind of put myself in this this process whereby 3 minutes before the hour, I check the charts and I don't have enough time, or my processes of evaluating whether to place an order or not has not been as good. I think it's because of the pressure of being 3 minutes in and not having the right process of, hey, going through the checklist and checking if the trade is great. So this is my new process. So I've decided, okay, right, I have two problems, of course. There are some trades that I see and I want to enter. But there are also trades that I see and I do not like, but I should have entered, okay? So now in terms of the trades that I see and I want to enter, I've created this 3-step process for my next week ahead, and I hope this will actually help me to execute a bit better. So rather than checking the charts 3 minutes before the hour, I'm now going to be checking it 5 minutes before the hour. So that gives me a good 5 minutes to go through the different pairs and actually go through this process a bit better. So once I've got the alarm, hey, it's 5 minutes to the hour, I'll check on my charts. And now the first thing I will do is draw up the trade idea. So this is a new word for me that I'm going to be incorporating in my mind a lot more, trying to ingrain it in my subconscious. But essentially, when I see a possible trade forming, I'll be drawing on it, like I show you guys the patterns and the way I like to see price move and how a pair generally moves. I'll be drawing on it and I'll be speaking to myself aloud, what is the trade idea that I'm seeing? That's step number one. Then step number two is I'm going to be talking aloud why it is a good trade. For example, okay, let's say we got the Aussie, right? And this was actually a trade that happened earlier. We saw it trend down, retrace, trend down again with momentum. And then, of course, there was a wick at the end. But again, the thing with the Aussie is that it likes to trend like that. It trends correctively, okay? So it trends in that kind of nice wave down. Now, because of the wick, ultimately that could put you off of the trade, right? Which is one of the reasons why you can say, okay, this is not a nice trade. But again, I would have to say, okay, my trade idea is that, okay, we're trending down. So I'm a trend trader. I want to get involved. Number two, yes, I've seen a wick, but Aussie likes to trend correctively, okay? So number one, the wick is the warning sign. So let me wait for more price action. And that's what I will do, okay? So that is step number two, which is talk about aloud why this trade is good or not for the pair. And then in that same kind of process, my step number three is, would my mentor enter this trade? Now, for those of you that don't know, like our mentor does these kind of trade recaps where he talks about the trades he's been in to help us try and see the market like he does. So for me personally, I've seen a lot, all of the year, I've watched his trade recap. So for me, I've got like his kind of thought process already like ingrained in my subconscious, but I need to bring it out when it really matters. So for me, one of my questions is, would my mentor enter this trade, yes or no? If it's a yes, enter. If it's a no, leave it. Even if the trade idea is great, even if it matches, but I don't believe my mentor would really enter that trade, I'm not going to enter. I'm not going to enter. Simple as that. I like to keep it nice and simple, just like that, because for me, like I said, I've watched a lot of his recaps. I believe that I've got his kind of view of the market ingrained well in me, and I can read it very, very similar to him. So that's going to be in my process. Now, on the trades that I see and I don't like, but work out well that I should have entered, this is my kind of thought process. So for example, I will be going, let's say, like I say, 5 minutes before an hour, I'll be looking at the charts. My only step process with this is that I will have to compare why I don't like it with the pair characteristics. So I'll be talking aloud, saying, for example, on the euro pair, okay, we have trending, we retraced, we broke, but the reason why I don't like it is because the break hasn't been large enough. For me, I know in euro pairs need a bigger break. Is this break big enough? Yes, then enter. If not, then no, and go through that process. But again, this is the kind of way that I'm going to be managing the trades that I should be entering, which I'm not, and also the trades that I saw that were valid, I entered, but I shouldn't have been entering. So kind of both sides of the story. So yes, these are the kind of processes that I'm going to go through. Again, the main thing is that, okay, when it comes towards the top of the hour, draw out what I want to see, or draw out what the trade idea is and compare it to the pair characteristics and check if my mentor's entering it. So I'm going to do this and see how it goes. I think this is, again, it's a better process. It's something that I'll have to do. Again, trading is a business. This is the way I have to improve because, of course, like I say, I'm starting to see myself go a bit offline. So again, and what I mean by that is taking more valid trades than I should be doing. So again, bringing that back to creating the trade idea, setting it if it's high probability. And I think that will bring, of course, more confidence in me when I execute the trade. I won't have to look at the market all the time, just let it be, because I know I've gone through that whole process within that 5 minutes. Yes, it doesn't sound long, 5 minutes, but 5 minutes is a lot longer than the 3 minutes I had. And for me, it is enough, okay? So anyway, guys, I wanted to let you, I'll see how that goes. But again, this is one of the things that I want you guys to know is that, okay, this is what I'm going through. I'm going through these this little drawdown, this little losing streak. Fine, okay? But this is the way I have to react to it. I can't just be like doing my ASR and saying, oh, okay, I took this trade, these are my emotions and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I won't do that again. Like saying it to yourself, I won't do that again kind of thing isn't really going to help. Like I have to put a mechanism in place, like whether I like it or not. And I think I will like this because at least I get to draw my ideas and it helps me put a lot more confidence in the trade when I'm executing. I think it will be very, very good. But again, for you guys out there that are experiencing this losing streak, and if you are experiencing the fact that you're entering more valid trades than high probability, something like this may help, so I've given you my kind of thought process and ideas of what I'm going to be doing. So again, feel free to use that. And yeah, like I always say, identify if you are in a losing streak, why you're in that losing streak, go over your trades, and like I'm doing, create a new mechanism to help you become a better executor. But then again, you also might be struggling with the strategy itself. If it is like that, then of course go and back test itself and try and prove to yourself it works. But again, this is my process. Anyway, enough of that. So that is my process, going to be going through that, and yes, we'll see how that goes. And I will be practicing that a bit today. So happy days. Let's see how that goes. Again, onwards and upwards as a trader. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Gorilla's Xmas party. So the community I'm part of is Gorilla Trading, and they got an Xmas party tonight. It is in Mayfair at a place called Sexy Fish. Yes, they serve very, very sexy fish, okay? And I mean that, apparently, because I've checked it out online. It's a very high-end place, looks awesome. Gorilla community have hired out this section, apparently, and there's a lot of us coming, probably about 80 people. But again, it's gonna be fantastic to see. I've made a lot of new friends at my Birmingham meetup, that was earlier this year, probably about 2-3 months ago, which was really nice. So I'm really excited to see everyone again. And of course, tonight we are going to be suited and booted because it is a black tie event. So WonderKid is going to be getting ready to look good tonight. So very, very excited for that. But yeah, and anyway, always excited to meet the community. Like we know, trading is a lonely business. For me, you guys know, I spend all my time here at my desk working, and I don't go out often. I just really, really try and I really graft at my craft. And yes, so it's really nice to just meet again like-minded people and talk about the month and just enjoy, just have fun, just blow out, just relax, because that's what we need sometimes as traders. But yeah, excited for that. So guys, anyway, I hope you all are having a good trading week. Like honestly, like genuinely for us, especially in the FX game, and if you're a trend trader, it's been a lot difficult. We've seen moves that have been high probability, a lot that has been high probability, but again, they've not worked out because we're getting these kind of V shapes that rather than starts of trends, and that's okay. That's the market. That's how it is. Again, I know we're playing probabilities, so of course I have to evaluate and get better and better. But again, here in London, weather's looking a bit murky. It's a bit cold. It's going to be about 5 degrees tomorrow, so we're starting to see winter come in. But again, I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. I promise you, Day in the Life will come out soon. For me, I'm focusing a lot on my processes, trying to, again, become the best trader I can be, which is why it's taken a bit more time. But again, it will come out, promise you guys. But for now, guys, if you have any comments, feel free to write in the comment section below. I would love to chat to you guys. But thank you guys, for the ones that have actually put comments down and talked to me. It's really, really nice for you guys to not only have liked the video, but of course, written a comment to me, which of course have responded. I'm pretty sure my response rate is at least 97% and above. So I'm very proud of that. So guys, feel free, if you want to chat to me, just write in the comment section down below, or Instagram me in my DMs. I do speak to a lot of you guys. Probably over 97% of you guys. And my Instagram is at WonderKidTrading, so feel free to reach out to me on that. But again, guys, keep smashing it, keep going. Like I say, even if I am in this drawdown, it's not going to make or break me as a trader. The only thing that will is, you have to keep going. It's like handling punches. This is what life is. This is what it's all about. You have to be able to handle the losses, and I'm happy to do that because I know the expectancy of my trading plan is high. Okay, it should be averaging very, very high. If it's even in line with my mentor, it should be 20% plus a month on average over the year. Okay, so I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep smashing it, I'm going to become the best trader I can be, and I hope you guys are motivated by that, and you guys are always doing your feedback mechanism and looking back at your trades and trying to figure out, okay, how can I improve as a trader week in, week out? So anyway, guys, Love you all. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I put out some great content so far. But for now, genuinely, anyone that is watching this, part of Gorilla Community, see you guys tonight. And yes, let's just go and enjoy ourselves and continue on. Let's go. Right. Have a great weekend, guys, and have a great trading week next week. Take care. Peace.